rise. So going through the tourniquet, I'm going down to the train leaving the city of Kaliningrad. The weather today is terrific. So going to the suburb, it's a suburb of Kaliningrad. And that's my train, or what they call here, Elektrichka. It seems like there are going to be a lot of people today. I've been here for 2 days, I've hardly seen this amount of people in the train. Just look around, there is no breathing space. It's around 12 p.m. local time, but it looks like the rush hour on a working day. I have no idea. Train is going pretty fast. See here, around 122 kilometers. Luckily, the journey is not too far, so it's just around 30 minutes by train from the city of Kaliningrad. And you'll arrive. Just look at the amount of people that are coming out of the train, because this is the last train station. So it's just like a sea of people coming out of one train. It was more than jam-packed to capacity. So you can see here, that is Zelenograd Novi station. I've been in Kaliningrad for about 2 days, and today is the hottest weather so far this year. Let's get into the city and see what is happening. Everyone is heading to the beach. So because the weather was so good, it seems like just about everyone came out to enjoy the weather, even though I doubt if the sea is already warm. Because one funny thing about Kaliningrad is they don't have extreme weather like mainland Russia, but it's incredibly cold because it's windy all year round. So even when the temperatures are normal, but the wind is just making the whole thing feels colder than you expect. One thing you'll notice here is there are quite a few cars with European numbers. Because this Zelenograd is very close to Europe, to other European countries. There's a road that I will try to visit later today. It has like a straight road that you can go across the boundary, just around 50 kilometers to cross into, I think in Latvia, if I'm not mistaken. So it's incredibly close to Europe. Now, walking to go to the coastline or the beach, if you look across, that is the Baltic Sea. Warm and made for the most part. There's a lot of renovation work going on, but that is not stopping people from coming out to have a good time at the beach. Still a lot of renovation going on, so I guess. The coastline here is one of the longest that I've seen, I think. It extends for kilometers. So there's space for everyone. If you want to swim on the beach, there's just space for everyone. Surprisingly, that there are quite a lot of people here. Probably because it's the closest part to the city. But if you drive or you ride far away from the center, there's going to be just about wonderful beaches for everyone. So So there's more than space for everyone at the beach. So somewhere in the Baltic Sea. Everyone is out today, seems. Like I said, it's the hottest day of the year so far. All right. And I realized that the coastline was... All right, so they are looking for a bike for me. Trying to get a bike that I can use for like the whole day. I have to get one that I can use like for... They have like different tariffs, so I'm getting one where it's like daytime for a couple of hours. I have to go try and see how it goes. Let's see, is this the one they're recommending for me? Okay.
Test drive.
Test drive. All right. So here's my ride for the day. We have like a compact bag where I'll put my phone. And time to go. The coastline is just endless. You can ride for tens of kilometers. You still see people along the coastline. And we have different hotels and developers and beaches and all of that. Some have a bit more facilities and more people. And then some are just like the wilderness, open in the wild. After the beach, I decided to take a little walk across the city, see what was happening in the city. When I'm walking around with my bike, sometimes some heads will turn around, which is understandable. There are very few black people. I was walking around the city the whole day and I couldn't find a single black person. So it's not surprisingly when I walk around and sometimes people wonder. And again, one thing about the city is that the architecture is completely different from mainland Russia. Here, most of the buildings, they are somewhere around 3 or 4 floors. And if you're going to follow this channel, you go to mainland Russia, like a city in Moscow, which is just a huge city with so many skyscrapers. And land in Moscow is kind of limited, so they're trying to just build like one building on top of the other. But here it's pretty chill and everyone is relaxed. I guess there's more space and there are a lot of people here today, most likely because of the weather. One thing you'll notice here is that the architecture is remarkably different from what you see in mainland Russia. A lot of tourists. The city, for the most part, has this European vibe. And everyone seems to be relaxed. Because in Moscow or in mainland Russia, people are always in a hurry in a way. So after this beautiful coastline, this is the Baltic Sea. It's endless. The whole thing is endless. And I'm right here riding my bike in the middle of nowhere. I'm not gonna swim today because I haven't got any clothes for swimming. I'm just gonna ride around the coastline and see how far I can go. When I get tired, I start making my way back. See here, the road, it's quite rough. I have my bike here. This is an amazing place right here. A bit far from the city, very few people. But the weather today is just terrific. So I better go down with still with my best friend for today. My bike. See if I can go down. See here some parks. The sun is very clean. The black guy here. Somewhere in the Baltic Sea in Russia. It's in Kaliningrad. Oblast, if you can put it that way. And I'm the only black human being existing in this place. Or at least at this current moment. And the few people around here, they're looking at me like an alien. But I kind of understand it because I think this is the last place you'll expect to see one black guy here. Probably the very last place. So I think it's quite surprising for a lot of the locals. So let's look around. Place looks amazing. Huh. Let me see if I can cross here. There's a little have to try and jump. Right in the middle of nowhere. This probably will be my calm or peace place, because when I hear the sea, and it just gives you this calming vibe, where you can just sit there and sleep and just getting the resources from nature. Costs around 400 rubles, and this is the beginning right here, getting in there. So here, this is also the road that is extending into Europe, to Latvia. Okay, now you can see this is what they call the Curonian Spit. It's quite long, starting from here, so you can go, and at the 45.7 kilometers, that is the boundary or the border with, I think, Porsche, if I'm not sure, but with neighboring countries. So that's as far as I can go without getting into trouble. A very nice road for the bike. see. So today I'm going to do about probably over 60 kilometers, because one way is around up to 40 something kilometers, but I'll probably do like 30 kilometers, then take a rest, then to go and back to the city. So it's going to be somewhere closer to 60 kilometers. Already, I think I've already done like minimum 10 to 15 kilometers today. So at the end of the day, it's going to be interesting how many kilometers in total I would have done. All right, let's keep moving. So you can see here there are different parks. I can see what is on the road. Come here to ride on the skate. After about 30 minutes of riding my bike, and so I'm already hungry, I came to one place. Also, like in this Kurska Casa, one crazy mini hotel. Looks quite vintage all around.
К сожалению, массы сейчас нет в наличии.
Так, а что есть?
Ну, я вам мог предложить застольно или фоки.
А застольный, это местный?
Это, ну да, это да.
А есть пол-литр, а не литр?
Да, есть.
Окей, пол-литр.
Застольно пол-литра.
Yes.
Хорошо.
All right. Quite interesting. So here I'm going to drink some midowucha. So miod is honey. These are all drinks that are made from honey. And the only one that is left is this zastoyna. And here it is. I'm going to try it and see. Not bad. Again, because it has the honey taste. So it's sweet. I'm good to go. Finally got my Kurska varona. It's a bird that is caught here. Time to try it. After about 25 kilometers on the road, still going. It's a long process, but I think I'm almost like 40% gone, because the one way is about almost 40 kilometers, so around 38 or so. Hello. And I will still have to come back, so it's going to be a long way. I have no idea how I'm going to do it. I'll probably have to beg for someone to carry me in their car. Let's see how it's gonna go. But the road here for the bike is amazing. So like tens and tens of kilometers of road to ride a bike. And the weather here, the weather today is terrific. A lot of people on their bike. All right, peace out. On my way back, I had just one goal: to get back in life.
Фамилию скажете?
After about 60 kilometers,